Hello and welcome to this week's thought for the week. Something for you to contemplate, to give to your wisdom, to see what wisdom gives back to you. I guess for me, I see this as one way of having a conversation, a relationship, a two-way thing with God, with the power behind life, the power that created the universe. When we have these thoughts to contemplate, to put on the back burner of our mind, it is amazing how they open us up to stuff. So here is this week's thought for the week. When you stop and think about what you have going for you, the power that created the universe, God, it makes anything that is against you pale into insignificance. Just sit with that for a while. Wow. What we have on our side, when you look, I'm sat here, look at the trees and nature behind me. When we think about the power that created everything, the power that created us, when you think about the massive string of numbers that is our DNA, the intelligence that went into that creation, that is what we have on our side. And very often when we feel as if things are against us, the things that we feel that are against us, like maybe our insecurities, it feels like we aren't good enough, it feels like we lack something in some way, maybe our health isn't the best that we feel it can be, maybe our relationships aren't the best we feel that they can be, maybe stuff is going wrong at work, a multitude of things have the potential in our human experience to feel like they are going wrong, to feel like there is something against us. But what this does is brings that back into perspective to see the intelligence that you have on your side, the intelligence that you can tap into, the whole idea behind these contemplations, the intelligence we can speak to, be in relationship with, lean into, makes anything that could ever be against us pale into insignificance. And I know logically sometimes even when I'm sat here saying this and talking, my mind can be saying, well, what about this? And what about this? And throwing up some things that there doesn't seem to be what I'm sharing there. The logic behind it doesn't necessarily feel as if it lines up. But my personal lived experience has been when things go wrong, that it feels that it doesn't feel like even an intelligence behind life, unless it's going to put it right in the way that makes sense to me, that I want it to be right in that moment. There isn't another way. But what I'm seeing and what I'm inviting in this contemplation is to open up, because what can be, what we can lean into, what we can see as okay when we see it from a different perspective is, it's unbelievable, it's mind-blowing. The fact that we can have faith, we can know things beyond our logical mind, we can understand things, we can feel loved, we can feel love, connection, feel like we're a part of something that goes way above our logical understanding, which is entirely what the contemplation, the thought for the week, the leaning into this is, if you like, training our mind, getting us used to this kind of contemplation. Because innovation, ideas, different things we come up with, different ways of seeing things, the brilliant things that you see in this world, innovation always comes through contemplation. So the invitation to contemplate questions like this is what initiates innovation within us. No matter what our circumstances, no matter what it feels is against us, what we have when we contemplate in this way, what we can connect into, makes anything that could ever be against us pale into insignificance. Enjoy the contemplation, have a great week, and I will see you somewhere soon. Take care. Bye for now.